All right, everybody, today we have a very, very special client coming in, and he's gonna be bringing in a piece that I've never seen before. So stay tuned and get ready. Today we're gonna be going through the VIP experience with Life with Pete, who's also very close and a brother of mine. You guys have seen him on the channel before. We reviewed his watch collection. Now, I'm gonna be adding to that,
brother,
hopefully.
This is a little bit dangerous. I love being here, and it's a little bit of love-hate. I may need to run out.
Before we start, what's on your wrist?
Super honored, the limited black edition FP Journe vertical tourbillon.
I mean, you've showed me a lot of crazy pieces, and I've seen a lot of crazy pieces. This is one of the first ones that I actually picked up, and I looked at it through a loop for about 20 minutes. The detail, the perfection, and everything they did on it.
Wow.
It's wow. Like,
wow.
I mean, it's like breathtaking.
Obviously, all of us know FP Journe is the modern genius, you know, and still alive. But for you to say that, and then to have the self-tightening buckle while still on the strap.
So let me ask you though, does this buckle come with this watch, or is it a separate?
It was a separate.
How much?
10,000.
$10,000 for just the buckle.
Yeah.
So normally it just comes with a normal FP Journe
Normal,
buckle.
beautiful pin buckle.
The first time I've seen this on an FP Journe. They just started doing this?
I think they've had them for a while, but not a lot of people get them, or there's not a lot of availability.
Because I've never seen this.
You've never seen it.
So what this does is while it's on your wrist, you clip it in, you can literally turn this, and it will tighten it, and it will do the same thing where it loosens it.
So it can make it a perfect fit.
Yeah, like literally, like look at that.
I mean,
in and out.
That's gotta be like the best micro adjustment I've ever seen.
Yeah, I got it just in time, and I got 5 different color straps. Do you like that whole combination?
I love the red. Vertical turb,
Vertical turb,
power reserve,
power reserve,
and a deadbeat second. Very, very few companies will actually produce a deadbeat second. Ulysse Nardin does a deadbeat second. I sold a few of those.
Did Piguet do one?
Piguet did a few deadbeat seconds. There's very few companies that can actually do deadbeat second. It's a very high complex.
High complication, right?
And a lot of people think when they see it, they see the ticking like you said, they think, oh my God, that's cheap, that's quartz. It's not a quartz movement, it's actually deadbeat second. But even just the design of it, because when I was looking at it, I was like, wow, because dress watches like this, normally these companies will make them small, but he designed it perfectly. He made it thicker, so it sits off the wrist. He made it oversized. What millimeter is this?
It's gotta be, what, 42, 43?
Yeah,
we'll check
like
on that.
42, 43 millimeter. Sits above the wrist, but he made it a perfect distance where when you're wearing a dress shirt, it still will go below the dress shirt. And honestly, I mean, you could wear it on a casual, like, can you see this or no? Closer?
You can definitely see it.
You could wear it casual even with my outfit or with an outfit like yours. I mean,
100%, right?
I think out of all the watches in his lineup that he's made, and he's made pretty extraordinary watches.
Yeah.
Some of the watches that he makes with like very high complications. Design-wise, I mean, they're nice, but a lot of people will buy it just for the horology and the movement aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
But this one, I feel like he actually made it pretty.
And I know what a strap guy you are, so I mean, for you, it was a real joy to see Danny get that loop and to sit there and enjoy it. And you were talking about how much the game just keeps getting more upped on the fit and finish, right?
I mean, dude, the fit and finish on this watch is spectacular.
Wow.
I mean, even like the white gold finishing on the tourbillon part of it. I mean, just everything about the watch is like
the hand finish and polish, the way they're doing, and you can see through that vertical turb. And you know, the vertical turb, as I understand it, was always made because it took it to the next level, the accuracy. Not that it wasn't already hyper accurate. You know, their relentless pursuit of excellence.
Would you put this up there in his collection as one of your favorite pieces?
Yeah, I mean, he's a one-upper, right? So just because this is not, I mean, maybe he's walking by and someone doesn't understand the vertical turb, he wears a flashy one too, right? He has a rainbow Daytona. I mean,
oh my gosh.
And then what do you got in your pocket? You have anything else in there? I saw you pulling something out of your pocket earlier.
This was the one we did here, the first one of the new Zenith El Primero rainbow.
You know what? Let me see your rainbow really quick.
Yeah.
It's not every day that you have a Zenith rainbow and a Rolex rainbow.
I want to let you know, because the cat's out of the bag, you know, I was humble, we talked about it, and grateful that I got one of the first two. It might have been piece one, if not it's piece two in the US. Do you know where the other one went to? It was listed, so now they can speak about it. Zenith told me it was Nicolas Cage.
Really?
Yeah, he got the other one.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You wear it better.
No, he's the man. I mean,
you wear it better than Nicolas Cage. You guys rate it. I want to see in your comments, and I want to see if you guys are actually watching the video, not just fast forwarding it. What do you like better? Who did it better? Nate, what do you think? Who did it better? Rolex or Zenith?
My biggest thing is the subdials. I like the look of the subdials.
Okay.
More so on.
So you're going for the Rolex?
I would go for the Rolex.
I would probably do the Rolex too, to be totally honest with you, but The Zenith crushed it.
It crushed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Zenith
Crushed it. And remember, we talked about with your viewers last time, Danny and Nate. We love the subdials on this first version, which is the yellow gold, but it has the diamond hour markers. The second version is the rose gold, and it has the sapphire hour markers, but it doesn't have the subdials, that color and that tone, and it doesn't have the red hands.
Yes.
So you get some things with the yellow gold, you get some things with the rose gold that's different, right?
Yes.
Which of these two movements do you prefer, this one or the rose gold?
I like the rose gold.
Yeah, I think rose gold. I love
Yeah.
this more than anything in life. I couldn't
Yeah.
be more grateful. You know, I didn't think
Yeah.
I'd ever get one, but I think the rose gold's a teeny bit.
Yes.
Because look how pretty the sapphires looks
Yes.
on this alone
100%.
to match, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they did a really, really good job. I mean, look at the comparison between them. So this is the pink.
Right.
This is the light pink, right? And then you're going to go into the dark pink. I mean,
They matched it well.
do you want to say they kind of copied them?
I think so. And guess who got to go to the whole factory?
Did you?
In Geneva. They took us out to the look, and Jessica and the whole team took us out there the whole day, and we met the global CEO at the show.
Really?
Amazing man, and they're an amazing team, and these people love it. They saw the video. They know of Happy Jewelers.
Really? I
Yeah,
love it.
it's like
I love
global reach, but this piece is a sense of pride and joy, and they just came out with the 160th anniversary 4-box set. Have you seen one?
No.
They're doing 4 pieces, and they're releasing them. You get the box on the last piece.
Oh, they're doing 4 pieces of the rainbow?
No, they're doing 4 pieces blue ceramic.
Get out of here.
Blue ceramic on the El Primero, on another one, and then they're doing a platinum version. The box is red hot. I'll get one. I'll bring it in.
Really?
Yeah, it is
What's
red
the
hot.
retail going to be on that?
You ready for this? All 4 pieces, including one of them is 50 grand alone in the price. All 4 total are 112 total. This was 112 total. So you're getting 4 watches, including the 3 blue ceramics on strap and on bracelet, and the platinum, all for 112.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you wear them? Or would you just let them be like that and just kind of put them in your office and stare at them?
So I don't want to stare at them. You and I, we talked about that, right? We got to wear them. We got to love them. There's too many people. But like, I would even buy the set, and maybe you take, we'll share it or something. Because like, there's like one piece in there I really want, the one blue ceramic.
Yeah.
And because it reminds me of the AP, and I'm really a fan of the blue ceramic AP.
Yes, of course.
And you're paying, it's like 20 grand compared to,
That's
the
kinda
value.
Cool. And are they making a lot of them, or?
160 box sets, and you get to pick what number.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Hey, what do you think? Which one?
Which one?
Which one do you like better?
They're both really nice. I like it.
Crazy, I love it.
I like the white gold too. I mean, I like obviously the rainbow Daytona.
But that's how good they did it.
Zenith, they did a great job. The bezel, I like the hour markers. Every hour marker
Yes.
has a white diamond.
Yes.
I think Rolex should have done that.
You know, I swear to God, now that you said that, I'm being
Yeah.
honest, I think Zenith did the bezel better.
I think
really?
so too.
Do you
really think
yeah,
so?
I like it. Every
Like the
hour
work-
marker, there's a white diamond.
Yeah,
too.
like the work actually looks cleaner too.
It does.
Almost.
No,
Well,
the
maybe
work.
it's a little bit older,
no,
but it's about the
the
same.
work is about the same. They're both like flawless. They're both.
But this has
incredible.
more like the rose gold version,
There's
right, with
more
the sapphires.
contrast.
Yes.
There's more contrast on that. I like their subdials. They're all different colors. But, Rainbow Daytona is Rainbow Daytona.
Right.
You know,
But-
one complaint
Yeah.
I'll do on the Zenith,
Yeah.
and I think I said this, is I don't like the way
The
they
lightness.
made it hollow.
Yeah, you
And
want
it's
it.
not hollow, but it's like,
You like heavier weight.
well, on a watch like this, you kind of have to. Oh, but you know what? Here, this is a funny thing. A lot of people don't realize this. When people buy Daytonas, a lot of people go, "Oh my God, it doesn't have a date," and everyone goes, "I wonder how it would have looked."
This
Here you
has
go.
the date.
Yes,
That's
there you
exactly.
go.
You picked up exactly what we were talking about. This is the only one that's cool. It has
Yeah.
a date. So they hit that again. They hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
This watch, and it was so cool because the video we've done on it before and mentioning with you all, it traveled all over the world. People saw that video of this because it's one of the first. I think for the money, it's a great piece.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best
I love
pieces
it.
they've done.
Secret case back too. I mean,
Big
beautiful.
plus.
dude.
I mean, you only
They did
get
a
it
good
on
job.
the newer Platona
And the Le Mans.
on the Le Mans. And I think for the value, you get that El Primero movement. You sold me the Cohiba one that I love.
Yeah.
They saw it in the
You
collection.
remember that? Yeah.
Do I remember? Thank God it was in the collection. I mean, I didn't do it because I loved it because we wear that when we smoke a cigar. But they saw it when they were trying to determine who was maybe worthy to get the piece, and that certainly helped.
Really?
Yeah, that was one thing that they saw. The other thing they saw is you sell me a lot of rainbows. That's my joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true because when we did the video, Jessica actually brought up like, "Oh, I saw your Cohiba piece and this and that."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
100% God. Because I'm like, there's like 50 people, and like chances of me getting it's like 51. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I mean, I got very, very lucky.
I love it.
Very fortunate.
And I'm going to show you some pieces.
Yeah, and then anything, we can work it in and talk about the show too, whatever you want, bro.
All right, P, so I told you I'm going to give you the VIP experience. So here's a ton of watches. And we have all kinds of stuff in here.
Crazy.
And you know that.
This is crazy, dude.
This is one of the craziest ladies AP Royal Oaks that I've gotten. I've never seen one before. Look at that, it's all factory.
This is the 2 craziest pieces. Is this woman's piece considered still?
Yeah, it's the women's piece. There's only 5 pieces ever made, you know that,
correct.
Right?
I've seen this, you showed this to me. I think this is one of the but these 2 are the 2 craziest pieces I've ever seen. Crazy, I've never seen this.
You never will. I've never seen it either.
Is it piece unique? No.
It's not piece unique, but they made very, very few of them, and they haven't come up for sale. Like whoever bought them didn't re-release them or resell them or anything like that. Really? The reason why I bought it is because I've never seen one before, and I don't think I ever will. I've sold like the shooting star one.
Yeah.
But this one I've never seen, so I literally snatched it right away.
Oh my God, this is crazy. The detail work on this is crazy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And the value, I mean, I love this too, which is insane. But
this is big money.
Big money. Yes. I mean, for the money, I'm trying to say that this is like, I don't want to say a steal, but there's a lot of value there.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Do you have any idea what retail was on this?
At that time, at least 70 grand.
So it's not that much over.
No.
So AP had a lot of good releases. You know, this year, I think they managed the usual, stuff well. They came out with some good stuff, nothing crazy. Is this cactus or just open work?
No, this is just open work skeleton. 2 pieces. 1 new, fully stickered.
Yep.
And 1 pre-owned.
Big
what
price.
Do you think,
wow, it's beautiful.
2 of everything, like you said before.
I mean, this is beautiful piece.
We only do doubles.
That's got my heart. I mean, FP Journe, are you kidding me?
What a piece, huh?
I mean,
this is the bigger size too.
This is a bigger size, elegante, and they have different versions on diamonds, and they also have diamonds on the strap. If you get one from the boutique new, it's like a stainless Patek, like Aquanaut, like Nikki's got, Tiffany goes. You can't find something more beautiful and more value. Yes. You know what I mean? The value when you get it, it's crazy. Journe is, I think, the only one. Every piece is going for 50%, 100, 150% over.
Yes.
Yep. This 100%. Is a great piece. This looks like is this brand new?
Like new. It was probably worn like once or twice. So yeah, I mean technically, I don't want to say it's new because it was worn a couple times, but it was worn for a few hours.
This is an incredible piece.
Oh, it's stunning.
And I don't know if your viewers know, but you put this quartz. Yes. So you put it down. You ready for this? After, I forget if it was 20 minutes of inactivity or 40, it goes to sleep.
Yes.
You take it out of the vault. In theory, the battery can last like 8 years. You pick it up. It finds time, the quickest path where you last touched it.
Yes.
And it keeps it in memory. So it has a chip in here, so it will keep time 8 years if you never touch it in the vault.
Yeah.
Is that the greatest thing?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Francois Paul, only him and his genius, mechanical genius would, think of that.
Yes.
Any more APs in here you want to show?
This is a D series AP first edition. This is an A series AP first edition.
Yeah.
Royal Oak. Oh yeah, we do have doubles of everything, right? Double. Oh, that's funny. Double and double.
And this is almost double.
Almost. This is the Klein. This is a very rare dial. This is actually one of the. This is an older Royal Oak. This is going to be a 36 millimeter. It's a 14790 ST. This is the Klein dial. It's almost like a very bright blue finish. And then this is a 16202. This is the white gold jumbo.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the dial on that.
I mean, it's fire on these.
Yeah. We got doubles, baby. We only do doubles over here. Look at that. Rose gold skelly, stainless steel skelly with the salmon.
Oh my God. I gotta tell you, normally I don't. I would go for this. This looks even better.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I mean, this is incredible. Yeah. And look how it opens. What is this? 42 or 44?
41.
It looks huge.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
And stainless. You're not overpaying for the metal.
No. What do you think of these?
God, I would
Check
wear.
this out,
I would
Pete.
wear this, Danny, all day.
This is all you.
Oh my God, I love it.
It's always better in doubles.
Oh my God, I love it. I had one like this. That Grand Fear, remember Patek? There's like apparently one lady that's doing this, Grand Fear Enam. And when she's gone, I mean, that old method, it is really rare, really hard to find and get done. I mean, they're both gorgeous pieces. I just think on the white gold is stunning.
Yes. Let me ask you this. How did you feel about AP's release, or Patek's releases?
I thought it was really good. All of them I thought in general were fun, exciting. I thought the booth and displays were good. I mean, they've done more crazy stuff, but I think they were in their lane and they were solid. The clocks, the wristwatch, the clocks, by the way.
Did they come out with like $1 million clock?
Oh, yeah, $1.3 million.
$1.3 million clock.
And they showed us the clock in front of everybody, the watchkeeper. And a few of us got into the rare handcrafts. We got to put our name in for a watch we want. We had to pick one. We're not going to get it.
Yeah.
But we got the honor, because, I mean, there's so many big clients, you know what I mean, in the world going for it. But those rare handcrafts and those pocket watches were insane. I will just tell you, the Patek displays, I have pictures of everything. people literally hover around that booth because nobody goes inside the booth. It's just outside.
Really?
Yeah, the booth's like 4 stories. It's just the boutiques go in. They talk. Mr. Stern's there and the reps. They get their allocations. They talk about what's coming up for the year. You know. But we got to see him one night out at a restaurant. It was cool.
Nice guy?
Very nice man. Were you happy with the Patek releases? I thought they were good.
Oh, they were good. Amazing. I mean, Patek will always, they'll come out with new models, they'll come out with things, but they're not going to do anything crazy or stupid or like very, very different. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But, I mean, some of their dress watches they came out with and some of their new releases were sick.
They were sick.
I like the linen dial.
The linen dial is really nice.
I like the linen dial. I like some of the legacy ones. I mean, by the way, they had the Grandmaster chime and the Sky Moon tourbillon in the case.
Did they?
The Grandmaster chime with emerald is one of the greatest pieces in the history of the world.
Did you put your name down for that one?
It doesn't matter. My name is not in for one because I do not rate. DNR. Do not rate.
Are you kidding me?
No, bro.
You're number one.
No, bro.
No, you're number one.
No.
Number one.
I'm sure Mark Wahlberg can get one and Jay-Z, not me.
No, bro. As you can see, I have a good amount of inventory. I mean, and this is just like some of the heavier items. We have like all the normal stuff too. But I'm pretty heavy in RMs. Check this out.
Okay, is that the $1 million one?
This is the $1 million one, platinum. Osha strap. I have it for sale. It's brand new, 2025, $530.
So off retail, that's a smoking deal. What's it trading for?
Like in the 550 range. 550,
So this
600,
is
if you can
still-
even get it.
You can't get it. Like,
No.
is this like one? How many of these a year? 5 or something like that?
It's not numbered, but I would say yeah. I mean, they're not mass producing though, I'll tell you that.
And what made it?
But you know, it's funny. You mentioned that you were looking for something like this, but you want the Italy version. So you actually want the 6702, which that's the 6701. This is the 6701. So the difference in the 6701 and the 6702 is the 6702 is carbon.
Right.
And you want the Italy version.
Yeah, because it has a little flag. That's the one that like Leclerc, the drivers get to wear.
Yeah.
Like, but I want it cheap, so probably not going to happen. But right, but that's that's like insane. You have the lightness, and then you have the tribute to Italy and
Oh,
Ferrari,
it's beautiful.
right?
Are you kidding me? And then you're also interested in the Saru.
Yeah, Cyber's great. But would you do it on this with the
No.
insane?
I would do a plain bracelet, pave down.
Oh, you would do Pave Dao.
Yeah.
Do you think Pave Dao looks better than the black Dao?
No, I think they're both nice.
They're both good.
Yeah.
So
It's just me. It's personal preference. There's no like, not one is better than the other. Josh, let me ask you something. Pete's in a good mood right now. Mm-hmm. If he said, "I'll buy you any watch you want," in this case, what would you buy?
That's tough. You know what? For me personally, I love the 15407 Rose.
you're so sweet. That's
Yeah.
that's a great piece.
That's a nice watch.
I respect. See, you got such taste, bro. You didn't just soak the old man.
Man, Pete.
But the Le Mans is crazy. Okay, how many times do you see Le Mans in here, right? And did you say they came out with the rose gold version on this too?
He did.
Yes, that's the new release. Pete, let me ask you. I asked Josh,
Yeah.
what would you do?
Okay, I'm gonna flip it around and ask you what you like in a minute. But for me right now, since I never dodgeball, I gotta tell you, I'm really struggling because there's so many pieces here I really, really like. I'm probably gonna go a little bit off the beaten path. I'm still going back to this because I've only seen this from you.
Yes. And I've had the white gold one before too.
I
I've
didn't-
sold the platinum version. I've sold the white gold version, and I got another platinum version. I've actually sold 2 platinums, and I sold 1 white gold, and this will hopefully be my 3rd platinum that I'm going to sell.
Which one's this one?
This is 6501 Rose, 2025 brand new. This is the carbon NTPT version. I actually have 2 of those. I have a new one and a used one.
Yeah, the orange strap looks incredible.
It looks cool on it, right?
And you sold me an orange strap on my RM30.
Yeah.
Remember I have the beautiful gray
Yep.
and the orange strap
Yes.
on that? At the show also, Tudor did real well this year with the release of we showed the blue, the back bay chrono, the flamingo
Some
blue.
people complain about the Tudor releases. You think they did well?
I think that one is a staple. So, but they were generally well received. Rolex got let's talk about the elephant in the room. Rolex got really well received.
Yes.
At first, people were like a little warm, and then everybody went crazy over the land dweller.
Yeah. But it's always like that because, don't forget, I always tell people too, like, don't just come out right at the bout saying that you don't like something.
Yeah.
Because it'll grow on you.
Tell you about a crazy piece I saw at the show, and nobody would have seen it. Showpart has some of these booths are like 3 and 4 story houses inside the convention center. They're like, it's incredible. They take like 3 months to set up. So I can't even tell you how elaborate they are. Showpart, again, one of the greatest families and one of the greatest service, and their high jewelry and their watches just keep getting better and better and better. And you see some of the stuff. Stainless steel, we're talking 14 to 17,000 price points. They had a piece unique in the case in there, and I opened it up, and I thought at first, just by catching my eye, it looked like a Sky Moon, it looked like a Grandmaster chime, and it was sitting in there and spinning, and it was Dia de los Muertos. It was an open case, white gold, and it had emeralds, and it had minute repeater.
Really?
It had the high sonnets because they have the new double barrel they released last
Did you
year.
order it?
And no, it was like 540 grand. And
Wow.
so I don't want that to show up here one day and Danny gets that one for what he got me, the all-in-one, the Luckmore, because I was praying. And they're like, oh, Pete, we would love for you to wear it. I go, I would love to wear it. I mean, that piece, you know, how many times do you see emerald and ruby on pieces?
Of course. It's not common at all.
I mean, like, you know, you see ruby on this, you can't even believe it. Like,
Yes.
this is still beautiful.
Yes,
And
100%.
sapphire, you know, and you see it on the 5271 Patek, the
Yeah.
ruby, which is crazy.
Yep.
Right? But I mean, that is just insane. So that's something I just kind of want to put out there on everybody's radar. What else brands did you want to go over from the show? Because there was a lot of stuff on there. We had private dinners.
How's
with
it? Was
almost
longer
everybody.
there? How did they do?
They did good, and then Chopard's high-end, even higher-end brand, Ferdinand de Berthoud. They're really starting to kick off more with the Fusée chain and stuff, so they're really getting a lot of traction. Piaget looked good.
Really?
Cartier always looks good, and they have massive booths because of all their jewelry.
Was companies like Quorum there?
Oh yeah, everybody was really well represented, and some of the MB&F was there. Like, you get the crazy. Only FP Journe was not with its own booth, but they have their own private little show and event. So I got to go to that, and let me tell you, the showstopper, Francois Paul was of course there, and in all his graciousness, and he had on his wrist his new Nuit Le Noir, the chronometra. I believe it's Nuit is that name, and so it's the tungsten carbide solid bracelet.
Sick.
And he said it takes 60 tools of the same material to cut it, and then they have to throw those 60 away because they're dull. Because it's a 9 out of the 10 on the hardness scale, like
That's
a diamond.
crazy.
And what's great is he took it after a Breguet piece, so you see the darkness on it, like kind of like the chronometric blue, but this is the chronometric, like Nuit or Noir, whatever how he describes it. And then you can barely see the dial because you have to flick your wrist because it's almost like a dark night piece. And he calls it Zorro.
Really?
And that's what he calls it. Has like a little Z on it, and you turn it over, and on the Breguet piece on the back, where you see all that beautiful bright gold work, guess what's on there? It has the power reserve and the lunar on the back of the piece to not take
And
away
what does
from the
something like that
front.
retail for?
I don't know. I'm guessing, because they're so fair on the boutique, I'm guessing like 80 to 120 grand. I could be wrong. You know, 60. Can you imagine that piece though? That's off the rails.
Of course.
What other brands did we not cover for the viewers on there? Because the show was really crazy. The relationships and
JLC?
dinners.
JLC?
Jaeger did good.
Yeah.
They really did good. They've got some beautiful pieces. They've got a lot of cool rose gold stuff, and they are killing it. I'd say their booth was one of the top 3 best ones there. That you walk in this massive display. They had big influencers there too from all over the world, and then they had different little sub boutiques in there. So you could go to a strap booth, a this booth, a that booth. They had some of the executives there. They had a cafe. You know, like they go all out, man. Like,
Really?
I can't even tell you. And again, Tag did that. They had an F1 car in the front and high up on the ceiling.
No way.
Yeah, and they came out with, now if for very inexpensive, they're doing a box with like all 10 or 12 Formula One watches. Like, I don't know what they are. David would know, like 1,500 a piece. But then they're now doing like custom piece unique versions. So you can order one and they're like 100 or 140 grand and customize your watch.
You're joking.
No, so Tag, I want to put that on your radar. Nobody's ever seen that yet. You
Really?
know? Yeah, speaking of piece unique, I went to a well-known jeweler in New York, and he had these but smaller, and they were like 100 grand, and then this person went down to 80 grand, and then I snapped a picture and showed it to Danny and Gabe, and they made them for me even bigger for, I can't even tell you how incredible deal it is, because it's going to blow it. He'll get mad at me for saying I can't give that price to everybody, and I'm excited because I want to tell everybody, and then it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
That's a cup. I'll tell you.
I mean, is that a cuff?
I mean, that's a
what is
cuff.
that, like 40 carats you did?
Yeah.
White gold and
All
on both
sapphires.
sides? I mean,
Visible setting.
how hard was that for you guys to do?
It's not easy. It's not easy because, you know, don't forget, it's a visible setting, so there's no metal holding it. It's all pressure set. All right, guys, it's always amazing having Pete here. Pete, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
always coming.
brother.
Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and your experience with Geneva. We're going to be sure to put up some of the videos and the pictures. It's okay to put up on the YouTube channel, right?
Yep, absolutely. I can't tell you. Thank you for all that you've taught me. Thank you for being a part of the #1 watch and jewelry family in the world, which is Happy Jewelers.
Love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Always.